winding back years when I started, the koi season from a business point of view really did sort of end. It was sort of April to September. You could set your watch by it almost. But things have changed a lot. More and more heated ponds, more people with more than one pond as well. So there's a lot going on there with that stuff. And yeah, I mean, we've had to adapt. I've got since I invested in the big heating system in these facilities, sort of changed everything there. Autumn typically was a time when dealers would be looking at 2 year stock. It's actually a time when I start buying a lot of toe size. I've been doing at 4 a.m. this morning. It's a really important time of year for getting that kind of stuff, because the Asian countries, with their naturally warm climate, have made it more competitive buying that fish at that time of year. So yeah, I think for some it's a wind down time. The hobby sort of does go into hibernation a bit as pond gets covered over. For some, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're seeing more and more indoor ponds being built these days as well, which is fascinating to see. So yeah, it really has. I mean, from a business perspective, for me, it's become a solid 11 and a half month a year business, where the seasonal dips have really become less and less throughout it, to be honest. And yeah, I think that's becoming more and more so for hobbyists. Like I say, with changes in it, there's ways to keep themselves entertained. Now they've got a nice glossy magazine in Koi Talk to read through if they are getting a bit bored throughout the winter. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It really changed a lot, and I think, like I say, it's becoming a more of a year-round hobby for everybody now. So as I see it, we're just moving from one season into another, but not stopping. We're just keeping going with different circumstances. So I don't think that'll change anytime soon. Exciting, really, more than anything. Although I have sort of been absolutely strapped to this business for nearly 3 years now, and yeah, so work so intensively. Been with my family for a long time as well. I think it's sort of like a side people don't see, is that when my first Arthur was born, my son, after 3 weeks, I had to pull myself away for a 3 week tour in Japan, which was, back then he just sort of got on with it, and there was regular trips all throughout, and sort of got used to it. But now, between family and business, been together with all of it for a solid getting on 3 years, and it's going to be a bit of a shock to the system being away for a few weeks back in Koi land. So, but yeah, I'm excited. It's really, really important to get back to it. There's so much going on out there. You've just got to keep up in. Dainichi, for example, there's been new varieties, the Black Zeus, the Yellow Monkey, and I need first-hand information on what's going on with it. And a lot of this stuff's really hard to get when you're just communicating through messages and things like that. It could sometimes be a few drinks at a bar when these guys start opening up. So yeah, keen to get back. And as well as that, we've not seen what's going on with the stock properly for 3 years. It's all just sort of been through tunnel vision almost, what people wanted you to see, and sometimes you've got to be there and root around in spaces and things that they don't want you to sort of root around in to really get what you want. So yeah, looking forward to it, but some apprehension. And at the same time, I've got some really exciting developments and plans going on out there, which yeah, need some action. They've been on pause for a couple of years, so can't wait to get back to it for that.